Hey King's Church, it is Pastor Ian here. I hope and pray that you are doing well. I'm here with my friend John, who's going to introduce himself in just a second. One of our big desires at the King's Church is to be supportive of church plants, and we are particularly excited about what's happening in the A29 church planting network that we love to be a part of. We know we support some friends down in South Florida, but I'm excited today to introduce you to John. He has just gone through the A29 assessment, and he is going to be moving to Tampa to plant a church, hopefully in the next year or so. And so we wanted to get him in front of you so you can get to know him. And today we wanted to at least get some prayer requests before you as John starts this work. So before we get too far ahead, John, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and your family to our church?
Yeah, hey King's Church, it's good to be with you. Really excited about planting an A29 church in Tampa. Like Ian said, my name is Jon Robinson, and my wife Jessica and our 4 boys, Elijah, Titus, Malachi, and Isaiah, are going to be moving down to Tampa next month to plant a church. So we're excited about that.
Cool. And John, where do you live right now?
Currently, we live in Pennsylvania. We live in the Harrisburg region of Pennsylvania. So we'll be moving back to Florida. Having grown up, born and raised in Florida, our family was in essence all born here except for our youngest. And so for the last 4 years, we've been serving on staff at Liberti Church in Harrisburg. And we're excited to make our way back down to Florida here in this really next month-ish period of time.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're in Pennsylvania right now. Why plant a church in Tampa? What's the draw or the calling that's there for you guys?
Yeah, my wife and I actually spent 10 years in the Tampa Bay region, going to USF for a little bit. She went to USF, and I ended up transferring out of USF to go to Trinity College of Florida, which is in Newport Richey. And so we lived in and did ministry in the Tampa Bay region. Love the Tampa Bay region. Also know that there's an incredible amount of both growth and darkness spiritually that exists in our region. And so as we've kind of considered planting and asking God, like, where should we plant, Tampa kept coming back to mind, and it's kind of one of those things that we couldn't shake, and really wanting to see gospel-centered churches planted in Tampa in a region that is growing by really leaps and bounds. I think there's a 20% of growth in Tampa Bay over the last 10 years, up to about 3.3 million people. And so there's just not enough gospel-centered churches in our region, and so we want to be able to come in and provide that for people, to see people transferred out of the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light.
That's awesome. Well, Tampa's near and dear to our hearts because we were sent out of a church in Tampa, and so we're excited about the work that you're doing there. As our church gets to know you, I mean, what are some ways that we can just be praying for you in this season of you guys moving down here, building a team? What are some big prayer requests that we can be taking before the Lord?
Yeah, those are some of the big things. Like I said, we've got a family of 6, and so we're making a transition out of a church that we love and have developed some really great friendships with. And so there is going to be a transition. So if you can pray for us, just as a family, so for some like family unity, as we're taking on this endeavor of planting a church, getting acclimated into the community would be one of our prayers as well. Gathering a core team. We've got one saint who is joining us. She's on the ground already in Tampa, living there. We've known her for a while now, and so we're going to continue to gather a core team of people. We're continuing to fundraise. As you guys know, like church planting, getting that started, getting that off the ground, raising funds is definitely an important thing, a necessary thing. So we're trying to do that. And then just really connection inside of the community, where we're planting, being able to connect with the people, businesses, organizations there locally, to be a gospel presence in that community and gather people and really pray for and work towards the flourishing of that region.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today and sharing a little bit. Church, let's be praying for John and for his family. Let's be praying for Liberti Tampa, that Lord willing is going to be planted here soon. And hopefully we're going to see John and his family a little bit more this fall as they make their way down here. And thank you guys for your continued generosity to our church so that we can be a blessing to other congregations and church plants, especially like what John is doing over in Tampa. So thanks for watching this video. Please be praying for John and his family, and we're excited to get to know them some more as they make their way down here. So thanks, church. We love you guys.
Thank you, guys.